How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to yet another weekly warehouse update. Very exciting one because what's in these boxes we've been waiting for a long time. The Discraft Zone Battle Packs are here. So this is how they'll ship to you. Essentially what you're buying is you're buying one Zone/Ringer GT top concept, and underneath here is the Zone/Banger GT concept. And then on the back, there's little QR codes for you to vote which one you like more, or Team Banger. And you get to throw them out there, throw them in the field. Obviously, only one of these is gonna make it to stock run production. So whichever one you have in here that doesn't make it to stock run production, you just have a limited edition disc that's not gonna be produced. Pretty incredible idea, pretty awesome. We've thrown them, we've tested them, we've reviewed them, we've done a battle with them. It seems the Ringer GT top one is a little bit more overstable than a stock Z Zone. The Banger GT top one seems to be a little bit glidier than a stock Z Zone, in our opinion. I like the Banger top one for backhand a lot more than normal Zone. They're very fun. You also get this cool Discraft Zone sticker in there. You can't really see it behind that battle pack thing, but these are awesome. So they're gonna be hitting the site. Actually, they're on the site right now. We got a bunch of them. The colors will be random just because, well, they're random. Oh, here's one with the Banger on top, so you can see what the Banger GT top looks like. But all of them, 2 packs, 2 different colors in there. So grab them and then go over, vote once you have them, and have thrown them out in the field, and you're in control of which one makes it to the market. Please let it be the Banger. I really want it.
Over here at the drop shelf, we're gonna do a little bit of a review of last week's drops because some of it got overshadowed by the other cool stuff that was going on last week, and there wasn't a ton new trilogy this week, so we're gonna just kind of do a review. And also, if you missed last week's episode, then this will be a good review for you as well. So it does look like we have a few of the Swirl FDs left. I don't think we have any of the River Honor ones left, it doesn't look like, but we do have some of just these, like, I actually really love this stamp. There's kind of the bar stamp here in the Swirl line, Swirl S-Line FDs, really nice run of FDs. We've got some Opto Air Sapphires, absolute bombers. I think it's funny they made these in Opto Air because they're like the same exact weight as the normal Sapphires. They're always lightweight, but anyways. Then we also have, looks like we have some Huck Lab Tri-Fly Sapphires, very nice. We've got some Swirl, like Burst Tournament Stags, really nice fairway, nice flip up fairway. This one, I pitched this really hard last week, and I'll do it again because I love this disc. These are the Royal Grand Honors. This is like my favorite fairway driver right now. It's just awesome. They're really nice and overstable, but they go far, like they glide a little bit. I would compare these to like a more overstable Thunderbird. If you've ever thrown that. These are actually pretty similar to an Onyx, realistically. Maybe a tad bit like more overstable, but they're pretty awesome. I love the Honor, it's so good. We also have the Bear. You got the Bear in Opto Ice, or VIP Air, I should say. So many of these Troji plastics, it's so hard to keep track of them. VIP Air Bear, that's fun, the Air Bear. And then we also have that in the Huck Lab stamp. We have a bunch of those. We have a couple of the Huck Lab Claymores left. These were pretty popular, but we do have a couple of them left. Really sweet approach disc that came out. We got the Harp and the VIP Ice Orbit, which is like probably the coolest plastic blend that exists right now. Got a few colors of that. Harps are great overstable approach discs. If you've never tried them, if you're looking to throw something in this awesome plastic, this would be a great disc to jump on board. We also have Harps in the Huck Lab as well. Got a bunch of these. Moving on to another overstable disc here, we have Lucid Ice Verdicts. These ones have a little bit of dome to them. Verdict is a very unique disc. 100 bags one. They're overstable, but they push. Like, they don't just like die left. They'll actually glide a little bit before fading, but they're pretty reliable. It's a really nice, unique mid-range there. We also have some VIP, VIP Moonshine Underworlds. Really nice understable disc. This could be a great roller disc if you have decent arm speed. If your arm speed is a little slower, they're a great hyzer flip disc as well. Very controllable fairway driver, underrated disc there, the Underworld. And then last but not least here, these are just gorgeous. We've got these 2-time world champ Kristen Star Pures. These are in Opto X with like the sparkles in them as well. Like pretty stable for Pures. They're actually like dead straight. So if you throw Pures and you're looking for a straight one that might even fade a little bit out the box at least, this would be a great option for you. So yeah, same stuff going on the drop shelf this week. Wanted to recap it because there are some awesome molds on there. I will also mention up top, we do still have some of these Baobabs. These things are like This is from AGL. These are more overstable than Zone OS's. So if you're a glutton for the overstable stuff, this is what you're looking for. It's incredible. We also have from them the Acacia, a new putter. Really, really nice feeling putter. And then the last thing we have up here is this Mercury from ITC Discs. This is a brand new putter. Really nice straight feeling putter. So yeah, same stuff on the drop shelf as last week. Wanted to recap all that because it kind of got overshadowed, but there's some really cool stuff. So make sure to check out the Trilogy collections as well as that new stuff from AGL and ITC Discs.
All right, over here we have some restocks that are very, very exciting. We'll start with one that's actually been asked for a lot every time I go live on Instagram, which is the Vanilla from Clash Discs. Looks like we have it in a new plastic as well. I guess they're technically both steady, but this one's see-through. The Vanilla is a great, great disc, really fun hyzer flip turn disc. Also, from Clash, we have the Candy. Restock on the Candy. We have it in their hardy plastic and in their softy plastic. Really good feeling putter there. Trevor really loved this putter when we did our Clash only video. And then over here we have stock Eclipse hexes back. So these are nice little bit more overstable than your Neutron hex. Have a little bit more integrity to them, but dead straight. Mid-range, they go so far, they feel great. I don't think I really need to pitch the hex too much. These are probably already out of stock by the time I was talking to you about them. They fly off the shelves and they fly down the fairway. So if you're looking for a hex, you're looking for a really good straight mid, the Eclipse ones are back in stock.
Over here in the Discraft aisle, I'll tell you about the Force a little bit because the Force is back. And I'll tell you why. It's because Hunter, he lost his destroyers. And by that I mean he was banned from throwing them by our audience earlier this year. He went on an endless search, seemingly endless search, looking for something to throw in its place. And what did he land on but the Force? The one that he is throwing is an ESP Force. We have some of those right now. We also have Z Forces. In my experience, they fly very similar. You might get a little more overstability out of the Z ones. But I've always said this driver is underrated. Like even the Discraft guys don't always throw them. But they're so sick. These things are awesome. They have a sweet name. They feel good in the hand. If you are looking for a great distance driver, I mean, Hunter is like throwing his Force so well right now. It's flying awesome. He's fallen in love with it. So if you are looking for something to change the game in the distance driver category, now this is very fast and overstable. Keep that in mind. But you have arm speed. You want to try something new. The Force is awesome. And if you're a Discraft person who's just been throwing like the Nukes and Zeuses and all the hype discs, you need to throw the Force. You need to go back to the basics. Throw the Force. This is an awesome disc. It's so good. It's very reliable, high speed, and it's very comfortable as well. I love this disc. It's a great one. A few other molds I want to talk about. Number one being the Venom. I think this disc actually pairs up pretty well with the Force because it's just kind of like a 13-speed version of it. Maybe a tad bit more flip on certain ones as well. I've thrown both ESP and Z Venoms. I think that the Z ones are a little bit more overstable. But yeah, these discs, they're overstable, but they have like push and glide to them, I guess is the best way to put it. Like they don't dump, you can't flex them a ton, but like they do fade and they do go pretty far. Anthony Barella like loves this disc. This is like, obviously it's this Tour Series disc, but it's like his favorite thing ever. He's been talking about it. He was talking about it for months before he even like started the season. So if you haven't tried the Venom yet, I would recommend it. It is a lot of fun to throw. We do also have some big Z ones as well, which I think has a pretty sweet stamp. Anytime they do cool stamps with these, it's awesome because they throw the snakes on there. So yeah, check out the Venom. And then the last mold I want to talk about is the Stalker. I always feel like I'm always advertising the Stalker and nobody wants to get on board with it. I think they're just kind of a unique disc. We have them in ESP and Z right now. I have 2 of these in my bag right now. That's how amazing they are. I'll probably put a 3rd one in my bag at some point. They are a slow, controllable fairway. They have them as a 7-speed. They're barely a 7-speed. They start out like pretty straight. It depends on how hard you throw. But if I'm throwing my fairways like 370, 380, they start out like pretty dead straight. They'll actually hold a hyzer. If you throw them flat, they'll just go straight. They pretty soon beat into a great hyzer flip disc. And then you can eventually get them to like a hyzer flip turn or a roller disc. They're just super versatile, very controllable and straight. They're just like taking a mid-range disc and making it a little bit faster. I genuinely think like if you haven't tried this, it works for any skill level. You can be a beginner and this might be a more overstable driver, but it's still slow and controllable. And if you throw really hard, you're just gonna be able to right out of the box get awesome hyzer flip flights out of them. So if you haven't tried the Stalker, I would really recommend it because we have a bunch right now. And like, I just got Robbie C to put one in his bag not that long ago. He has one that looks just like this. and he's loving it. So hop on the train if you haven't yet. Stalker, Force Venom, some great Discraft molds.
All right, we're over back at the Prodigy Shelf. I want to tell you about a few discs that have been catching my eye recently. First off, we have the Distortion here. It's like their zone, closest thing they have to a zone. Feels really good. Maybe a little bit shallower in the hand than a zone. I've always really liked the feel of Distortion. I think it flies really well as well. We have it in 400 and 500 plastic. Down at the bottom here, you know I loved the People's Buzz, the Comet. This is Discraft's, or sorry, this is Prodigy's People's Buzz, the Strider. A little bit more overstable than the Comet, but a similar hand feel, kind of has that like putter-esque mid-range vibe going. A nice little pop top to it. Really glidey mid, has a really fun straight, tons of glide, a little bit of fade finish. Really fun all around disc. Does take a little bit to get used to the hand feel. So if you heard me call it a Comet and that scared you, stay away from it. And last but certainly not least, we have the Reverb down here. This was a Kevin Jones, I forget what they call these, but like Creator Series, Signature Series type disc. Really nice, overstable, 13 speed, very comfortable in the hand. These things go an absolute mile. They absolutely bomb. Tons of fun to throw. So those are the three that I wanted to highlight today, but we got a lot of Prodigy in stock, but check them out.
Over here, last thing to preview, custom stamp stuff. We've slowly been like pulling the curtain back on some of the custom stuff that we brought to USDGC. So I'll show you what we've got right now. We have got, first off, just all this is with our combo stamp here with like the logo and the script. We've got some Z zones, first off. Next we have my personal favorite, and that is these Glow Z Raptors. They came out like really opaque. I mean, they're just really sick. They have like an awesome like pearliness to it almost. There's only a few of those left. Very, very cool. Then we have some, these are the Nukes. We got ESP Nukes, a bunch of different swirly ones with that combo stamp as well. Then we've got Heats. I feel like we haven't done like custom Heats in a long time. We used to do them all the time, but we got Heats right now. Awesome, awesome understable roller disc. If you have never thrown those, they're so much fun. And then finally we have Buzzes. I'll try and find some really, some like nice cloud swirly ones. So yeah, we've got combo stamp, swirly, ESP, and then the Z zones as well, and there's Glow Z Raptors. So yeah, we've kind of been slowly unveiling some of that custom stuff. We have all those combo stamps, limited amounts of them. This is leftover stuff. So we only have a limited amounts. We sold a bunch at USDGC, and this is what we decided to bring back to the store. So if you want to get your hands on that, now is the time. They will go pretty quick, and there's only a few left of each mold, so make sure to check that out while you can. But yeah, that is the custom Discraft we have right now, so find that in the collection. Yeah, that is it for the rest of the warehouse preview. Thanks for checking out this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed checking out some of this plastic today. Remember, those Discraft combo packs, the battle packs, are going to be the big seller this weekend. Those are going to be the ones to make sure you're on the site ready to buy. They're going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you vote for that banger zone. Vote for fun. We'll see if we can pull off the upset, because I feel like people are swinging the other way, but you know, we'll see what happens. And yeah, well, you know, get the disc in your hand and see what you think, and cast your vote honestly, but vote for the banger zone anyways. And yeah, we'll see you next week with another warehouse preview.